Hey, Jim.
Hey, Mike, how are you?
Good, good. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Podcast number?
5.
Podcast number 5.
Wow.
Pretty amazing.
It's almost a Netflix miniseries.
That was last week.
Oh, that was last week.
I think if they pick us up, it'll be a more than a miniseries.
Miniseries.
It'll be one of those.
I don't even know what they call them.
I don't know.
I don't have Netflix.
All right, we're back. Welcome. We had Oktoberfest last week. Great time. Check out our video. If you haven't seen our video, there's some video from Oktoberfest. Really good time. We did a little continuation today of Oktoberfest.
Yep. Because it's not just one weekend.
It's not just weekend. It goes until when?
October 6th?
October 6th.
Something like that.
So I thought we'd treat ourselves today with a little October feast. A little chicken schnitzel.
Just very good. Looks like chicken marsala.
Looked like chicken marsala.
Yeah.
It's very good. Breaded chicken with a mushroom, cream sauce. It was very
dark
good.
sauce, yeah.
Dark sauce, not a cream. Well, it might have been cream. I don't know.
Yeah,
sure.
but people think like Alfredo.
And then
or
some kind of German.
It looked like pasta, but it says it's German pasta.
Yeah, German pasta. It was called Spatzel.
Spatzel.
And that was. I looked at the ingredients. It had some wheat and barley.
Yeah.
So that was pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good, yeah. And then we finished up with a little
cabbage.
Red cabbage with apples.
Apples.
It was okay.
I didn't really delve into that.
Well,
sorry.
Anyhow.
The chicken was a lot.
Yeah, chicken was great, and the spatzel was good.
That was good too.
And I thought we would kick it off with a nice pretzel beer.
Pretzel beer.
So if you haven't had this is called Shock Top Twisted Pretzel.
Twisted Pretzel.
We had this, a little shout out to the I think one of the best beer fests. Atlantic City has the beer fest. We've gone to that quite a few times. And I think maybe about 10 years ago, Shock Top introduced Twisted Pretzel.
Did they?
Yeah.
I remember Shock Top being there.
About 10 years ago,
I got a T-shirt from there. I think I put it in the good.
So if you haven't had this Twisted Pretzel from Shock Top.
Sounds fresh.
Oh, sorry, man.
I'm angry there.
Got a bad shoulder.
Who does it? All right, let's see. It tastes like a pretzel. Ooh, nuts. Well, that's all right. Tastes like,
it does. I don't know.
Tastes like a pretzel.
I don't know how they do it.
I don't know. That's why I'm amazed. It tastes like a pretzel. You're like, yeah, eat and drink at the same time.
So if you like soft pretzels and you like beer,
it's smooth. Beer's like not hoppy or anything.
No, very good, very good.
Throw a couple of those down.
Shock Top, I think was bought out by a company, but
I like the emblem. The guy.
Pretty original.
Cool.
They have a bunch of different flavors, different varieties. So
yeah,
I enjoy Shock Top pretzel.
That's pretty good, man.
Pretty good.
Someone hit that one on the money.
So I know you guys have been waiting for maybe the homecoming. We're waiting for a couple guests to make a commitment.
Right.
A couple former teachers that have retired. We're hoping them to come on to our show, and we'll do a homecoming episode. But I thought, you know what's coming up next week?
A long weekend?
Well, every weekend's long for us. But next weekend, Yom Kippur and Rosh Hashanah.
Back to back.
Back to back. And it's a 4-day weekend.
Ooh, there we go.
So we thought we'd do maybe things you could do on a long weekend.
Right.
We had plans.
Yeah.
If we were teaching, we had some plans in the works for that October weekend.
Munich.
In Munich. Yeah, the plan.
All in.
The best laid plans of mice and men.
Yes.
It didn't go over. But we were thinking about it. A long weekend in Munich. You say, Jim, how do you do a long weekend in Munich?
I don't know.
You can do it though.
Give me the breakdown.
Well, you fly out on a Wednesday night.
Right, fly
you
night.
You get a
sleep.
You get a flight out at 8:00. It's an 8-hour flight to Munich.
Okay.
But there's an 8-hour time difference. So you arrive at if you leave at 8:00 at night. If you leave at 8:00 at night, you arrive there at about 10:00.
At night?
In the morning.
Oh, in the morning.
So you have that whole day to yourself.
Okay.
You have the whole day. So you fly out Wednesday night, you have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, come home on a Sunday. That's 3 whole days in Munich, Germany.
That's a lot. From the videos we've seen, that's a lot.
And yeah, it's a lot of time to
No, I mean, we've seen what Oktoberfest looks like.
Oh yeah, it's fantastic.
Wow.
Yeah, if you check out, just Google Oktoberfest, Instagram, Oktoberfest in Munich.
Woo!
Fantastic. So we're not going.
No, we're not going.
So we thought
we did go to the Warwick.
We did go to. I know, yeah, for Oktoberfest. Right. I meant for the long weekend.
Mm-mm.
So we want to give teachers some ideas of what you could do for a long weekend. Mm-hmm. These actually, we've done one of those. Two years ago for the Jewish holidays, my family and a couple friends, we did Ireland for the weekend. Now, don't laugh, Jim. You can do this.
Where did you go?
We went
in like March.
In September. No, the Jewish holidays last year were the end of September.
Oh, that's when you went?
Yeah, the end of September. We went at the end of September. No. That was another long weekend to England.
Oh, England.
Just my daughter and I.
No, the Ireland one looked cold, dude.
The Ireland one?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Ireland one was cold in September.
Okay.
Listen,
that was September.
If you're traveling to Ireland, don't ever underestimate the weather. It changes pretty quickly, and I was underdressed.
I think you're all underdressed.
We needed the scarves and hats for that trip. But we did. We made a weekend of it. We flew out on a Wednesday night. We got off on Thursday and Friday.
Nice.
We flew out on Wednesday night. We had Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We flew home on Sunday.
Cool. How was the airfare on that trip?
Airfare was pretty reasonable.
That
was the airfare. I think we paid $285 a person round trip.
Dang.
Round trip.
Wow.
Which was fantastic.
That's nuts.
Yeah, and you can make the best. You can make the most of it. Mm-hmm. That long weekend we went to Lake Guinness in the Wicklow Mountains.
Ooh. We
went to the Cliffs of Moher. And then we went to a beachside community, a fishing village called, what was the fishing village called?
I haven't been there.
Well, there was a fishing village outside of Dublin. We took the train. So we did a train, we did a bus, and we did a small van.
There you go.
And what a great little weekend. Nice trip.
Cool.
So, Jim, did you look up anything for teachers to do for the long weekend?
Yeah, we have the best weekend getaways for 2024.
All right, so this is.
I don't know what 2025 looks like,
but this is okay.
This is it now.
So what do we have there?
We got number one, Napa Valley.
Oh, haven't been there.
Napa Valley. That's a favorite, like a friend getaway, like a group getaway.
A group getaway. Yeah.
Girl, I taught with last year. I shouldn't have said that. She went, and I was telling her I was out there. There's a cool road. It's called like the Wine Highway.
Okay. And
it's got like 10 wineries.
Oh, that sounds cool.
So
I've never been there.
Yeah.
It's on our bucket list.
It's on there, and I was just out there this summer, and I don't know if I mentioned, we went to Dick Vermeil's winery out there.
Dick Vermeil has a winery.
Yeah. He grew up in Calistoga.
Have you met him?
Yes, I did. The first time out there. I forgot. I did meet him. My sister was living out there in Calistoga. It's a real small town. It's known for its hot springs, though. It's like a resort, like for hot springs.
But they have wineries.
Around there, yeah.
Okay.
So when I went to visit my sister, she said, "Hey, by the way, you might run into Robert Redford. He is around sometimes."
Wow.
And Dick Vermeil grew up here in the town. It's a small town, real small town. So I was like, all right, whatever. So she went to work. I went in to get lunch, and I'm at this little deli, and in walked Dick Vermeil. And I was like, whoa. So I went up to him. It couldn't be nicer.
Of course.
I was like, hey, Dick, how you doing? I said, I'm just in town. I said, I'm from Philadelphia. I said, for the Eagles. And he's like, oh, really? I go, yep. I said, I remember that game, Dallas. I said, I worked at McDonald's, and we handed out the green pom-poms.
Oh, yeah.
Remember the pom-poms?
I do remember that. I was working at McDonald's.
Right, everybody. So if we gave out the pom-poms, you could watch the game on the sidelines.
Okay.
And I said, Wilbert Montgomery around the corner, scored, and you guys were in the Super Bowl. He's like, you're right. I do remember the green pom-poms.
Yeah, that was great.
So my sister was kind of jealous that I met him right out of the chute. First day there. Bang, there he is. This guy, talking to his wife.
Think he'd remember you?
I don't know. Maybe the Jay Leno thing.
Maybe the Jay Leno thing.
You never know.
All right, so Napa.
Napa,
Good weekend trip.
Good weekend trip.
Yeah, you need about 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, but everything's right there. Okay. I mean, there's wineries everywhere. Yeah.
What do we got next?
I've been here, Arches National Park.
Arches. Is that the Red Rocks you're talking about? Or
no, it's similar to that. Red Rocks is the amphitheater, but it's near there. Arches is good. You can knock out.
Where is that at?
I think it's Utah.
Utah.
So you can hit Arches, Capitol Reef, Bryce, and there's one
not
more.
on a long weekend.
Yeah, they're right there.
Oh, they're right
All
there.
four. You can knock
cool.
them out.
A lot of hiking and stuff like that.
Yeah, they're really
Outdoors.
cool.
Okay.
And they're different. Yeah,
Great.
really different.
Right.
But it's in Utah, so you can knock those four out.
Never been there.
Yeah. National parks, love them.
Yeah, been, just to tell you, another shout out for, you said Red Rocks.
Red Rocks.
That's it, outside of Denver.
Yes.
My daughter and I went for a long weekend to Denver. We went to see Dermot Kennedy. Shout out to Dermot Kennedy. If you're not a Dermot Kennedy fan, check him out.
Right.
We actually met Dermot.
Yes.
We actually met him twice. We met him here in Philadelphia one time. And then we went to see Dermot at the Red Rocks.
Oh, okay.
And Holly and I, in the morning, went for a walk around some breweries outside of Denver, a little neighborhood, up-and-coming neighborhood. So we stopped into the brewery. 11 o'clock, I'm in the brewery, I'm having a beer. After the first brewery, we walked to the second brewery, and I see my daughter, and she's pointing, and she's looking at me. And I said, what's up? She's like, Dermot is over there with his mom and dad.
Cool.
I'm like, what? She goes, yeah, look. And there was Dermot Kennedy sitting at a brewery with his mom and dad.
Wow.
So, of course,
you went up and said, hello.
I said, Dermot, how are you? And he looks up and he says, hey, how are you? And I said, this is my daughter, Holly. We're here from Philadelphia. We're here to see your show tonight. Wow. I said, by the way, we met you last year in Philly. Can I show you? And I take out my phone, and Holly's mortified.
Stop that.
Yeah. So anyhow,
I can see it all going.
So we went to see Dermot at the Red Rocks.
Oh, cool.
Fantastic show.
Oh, it is.
Fantastic venue.
Yeah.
If you get a chance, the Red Rocks in Denver.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And it's set up around it. The town is like, I went to the Rocky Stadium.
Okay.
But it's like a big square. It's like a little downtown.
Yeah,
so you can eat
near
dinner,
the Rockies.
bars.
Yeah, we did go see the Phillies.
Right.
We went to see the Phillies lose to the Rockies.
Yeah. But
that
setup's
great little
nice
area. Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, next on the list.
Montreal. Haven't been there.
Never been
That's
there.
That's close to us, though. Right?
Yeah, that is close. That's on the eastern side. And I think it's like a little French.
Mainly French.
Well, it's French speaking, but I think you get a little French culture going.
Oh, okay.
I've heard people say it's like going to France.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, I've heard. It's like going to Paris.
Little Paris.
Which we've also been.
Little Paris. We've been there.
Yeah, we've been there.
That's a whole nother story.
That's another story.
Oh. So, number 4. Place I haven't been, I do want to go. San Diego.
Oh, yeah. That's another. Never been there either. Another bucket list, San Diego.
75 degrees.
We've been out. I've driven the coastal highway.
I did that this summer.
Yeah, we did from San Francisco to Los Angeles. Yeah. But or I guess it's.
Yeah.
What's the?
It's above it, I think.
Now Los Angeles is but it's the beach there, Venice Beach there.
Oh, Venice Beach, yeah.
Yeah, so we drove the whole highway there.
Santa Barbara.
Yeah, we never made it down to San Diego, but that's on the list.
That's on my
Beautiful
list.
weather, supposedly, all the time.
Fantastic.
Gorgeous, right? Good weekend trip.
Cool. Next up, this is like a sleeper one. Charleston, South Carolina.
I've gone to Charleston. Fantastic. Yes, a little.
Yeah, taste the South.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Great food.
Good food. Oh. Yeah, great shopping.
Great shopping. I think that's where I had the chicken fried. They have chicken for breakfast.
Oh,
it's
hot.
It's chicken.
Chicken and waffles.
Yeah, it might have been chicken and waffles, but it's a big chicken with like a gravy. I was like, woo, it's good.
When we were in Charleston, we walked by, I believe it was the oldest Roman Catholic church.
Wow. It's old down there, yeah.
In the South. Mm-hmm. And we happened to walk by, and there happened to be a gravestone of a McHugh.
Hmm? Wow, because you're Irish, right?
It's kind of ironic, but yeah. Anyhow, cool little city. Nice little. That's a great one for the weekend. For a short trip.
It's not far to get to from here.
Fantastic.
Yeah, we flew down. I think it wasn't that long.
Okay.
All right. Another favorite close to us, Washington D.C.
Oh, Washington.
Yeah. Weather's still nice. You can still walk around the mall there.
Yeah, that's a good little weekend trip. Washington D.C. We forget how many museums. I think everything's free.
I think so.
All the museums are free. We forget how nice it is in Washington D.C.
Yeah, we forget what we got here.
When's the? I guess it's in the spring when people go for the.
The trees or whatever, the flowers or something.
We're two guys have no idea.
I don't know. I know what you're talking about.
The cherry blossoms.
The cherry blossoms.
That's it.
One week a year.
1 week a year.
Don't miss it.
But anyhow, Washington, close by. It's drivable.
We did a field trip there once. Field trip.
We've done a field trip.
I didn't lose anybody. I might have lost some people, but I'm not sure. Lot bigger than you think, though. When they say city block, it's like a half mile.
You're walking from
2 blocks is a
the
hard.
Capitol to the Lincoln Memorial.
Right, it's a haul.
It's not close.
And the White House is not close
not
by. We did that. We got suckered into that one, too. All right. Another favorite people like NYC.
Oh, New York City. Yeah. I've done that on long weekends.
Yeah. Head up, do some sightseeing up there.
And then, it's funny. We've gone to New York City quite a few times, but when we usually get off the train, we usually make a left out of the train station. We head up towards Times Square.
Oh, cool.
And then we go to Central Park.
Nice.
We do things like that.
Yeah.
The theaters are up there. A couple years ago, we made a right.
Oh.
And we went downtown.
Oh, boy.
And that's where the Chelsea Market is, and the Highland, and the World Trade Center Museum. The memorials there. So it's funny. We've never made a right. We've always gone left.
Going left.
We've always gone uptown. We went downtown and we found it fantastic. Chelsea Market was fantastic. The High Line. They took an elevated platform, like with the L.
Yeah.
And they made it into a walking greenery.
Oh yeah. Some are doing that in Philly. They're going to do that. Like cover up something, make a park like over the railroad station.
Yeah, where their elevated platform was. It's now a walking area with plants, and it was really cool area.
Yeah.
So that's a great.
That's a cool one. Yeah, and that's take the train up.
I think you gave this to me.
Gave you what?
I have upstairs a little pamphlet of the Irish pub crawl in New York. I think you gave that to me. I think I still have it upstairs.
No, that was the Philly one.
Oh, you gave me Philly. Well, someone gave me an Irish pub crawl in New York City.
New York City. Oh.
Yeah.
I gave you the Philly one.
I gave me the Philly one.
That your cousin did.
Okay.
John.
All right.
The 12 pubs of Christmas or something like that.
Okay. All right.
I'll have to look around for that one again. What do you got? The Finger Lakes?
Oh, Finger Lakes.
Might be a little cool.
Never been there. That's in upstate New York.
Upstate New York, I think.
I heard, just to let you know, there's quite a few breweries up there.
Really?
There's and I haven't been to the Finger Lakes, but there's Lake George, I believe it's called.
Yeah, probably.
That's where
I've heard that one.
That's where the Baseball Hall of Fame is.
I think so. Lake George is a popular one.
Yeah, and there.
And Lake Placid, I heard.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I heard that's really
but
nice.
But Omegan, the brewery called Omegan, it's in where's the Baseball Hall of Fame called?
Oh, Cooperstown?
Cooperstown, yeah, it's in Cooperstown. Sorry. Brain cramp there. All right, so.
All right, then we got St. Augustine, Florida.
St. Augustine, I think it's a pretty old town.
Yeah.
I believe.
It's like a fort.
Yeah, I believe Pat Croce retired to St. Augustine.
Well, there's a fun fact.
I know. I believe.
Shout out to Pat.
And I think because I saw a show.
I can't imagine him being in St. Augustine. Like
that's where
he's a pretty.
I think he retired there. I think there's
a high energy guy.
Pirate museum.
Ooh.
Where you can.
I guess go on a pirate boat.
They actually have found some of those gold coins and things like that.
I love the pirate ships.
I've never been there. I've been to lots of places in Florida.
It's a fort. Like there's a fort. There's forts down there or something like that. It's old down there.
Old.
It's old.
Oh yeah, pretty old.
And then we got New Orleans.
New Orleans. Never been there.
Never been there.
Talked about New Orleans.
People have been surprised that I've not been there. I guess for Mardi Gras.
And that was quite an Eagles game.
Yeah, that was something, man.
That was something.
Whew. Took some more years off my life. That was rough, man. Okay, New Orleans. No, I haven't been there. I have been to Vegas once, but not real long.
Vegas is on the list?
No, I just threw that in.
Oh, you threw that in.
But just fun fact, I've only been to Vegas once.
Yeah,
but like overnight, not like tearing it up.
I've been to Vegas. It's not on the list. It's a nice little weekend getaway.
I just like you don't even have hotels. Yeah, you don't have to gamble.
You don't have to gamble. It's pretty.
Yeah, there's stuff to see.
There's tons of stuff to do. They have that Stratosphere Hotel where you could bungee jump off.
Oof. A friend of mine did that. Zip lined off there.
Crazy.
How crazy is that, dude?
So there's some other stuff. You don't have to gamble there.
No, don't.
And the great restaurants.
Yeah, and just see the casino, the hotels.
Yeah, the Monte Carlo had a bar
or the
Bellagio.
The Bellagio,
yeah, fantastic. Bellagio is fantastic.
That's right.
Yeah, that's a great little.
All right,
weekend.
and then the last one of my favorites.
Saving the best for last.
Yeah, I'm going to throw this one. Nashville.
Oh, Nashville.
Oh.
We did Nashville last year for a short weekend.
Oh,
what a time! Wow.
Yeah.
So
it's a lot.
Yeah, we started off the weekend with a pedal
bar,
a pedal bike tour where you drink and pedal through the streets.
That's what you need.
It's about a 12 passenger, 14 passenger bike, and we pedaled around the streets of Nashville.
And you did one in Philly.
We did one in Philly too. Yeah, we
I
did
didn't
one
get
in Philly.
invited to
Well,
that.
the one in Philly you can't drink on. The one in
glad I didn't get invited.
The one in Nashville you can drink on, but interesting enough, only beer and seltzers. Okay. No hard liquor.
Well,
so
I could go off the rails pretty quick.
Yeah. And then at the end of the bike, it ended at Yeehaw Brewery and Distillery.
Okay, is that on Broadway?
No, it's off of Broadway. It's off of Broadway. Okay. Well, that's where the tour ended. Okay. We get off. It's a brewery, and then it's a moonshine distillery.
Whoa!
So we did moonshine tasting. 4 shots of moonshine.
Really? Can you still see?
And a peach infused, like soaked in moonshine. Now the shots were maybe
that's like real moonshine, man.
Maybe an ounce.
I'll take your breath away.
They did stuff like Fruit Loops. I think one of them was called Fruit Loops. Okay. And it did so it was flavored, and they went down pretty smooth.
Yeah.
And then after that, the next day we did espresso martini making.
There you go.
We went to bartending classes.
Nice.
And we made 3 different kinds of espresso martinis.
Shake it up.
And then after we left there, upstairs they had a country line dancing.
Oh.
So we took line dancing.
Your wife? Yeah. All over that.
We had a great time.
Yeah, line dance is fun. Yeah.
On Broadway, there's tons of nightclubs, but we only made it to Kid Rock's 3 times.
Been there. It's like the 3 stages.
Yeah. We only made it there. We went onto Broad Street to hit various places.
Nope.
But we found Kid Rock's the first night, had a great time. Went back the second day, had a great time. Yeah. Went back the third day, had a great time.
Yeah. And there's a lot of bars there. No cover charge.
Yeah. And then we came back with COVID.
Well, hey, man. That
happens. So Nashville, what a great fantastic. Yeah. You only need 3 days.
3 days. When you fly from here, it's a 1 hour. You gain an hour.
Yeah.
So you don't have to leave real early. We made that mistake.
Yeah,
we rolled it at like 8 o'clock in the morning, and we started drinking. But we were like, oh man! But it's not that far a flight. What else you got? No cover charges. They all work for tips.
Yeah, they all work. Yeah, it's fantastic.
The music
was fantastic.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, and every place you walked by, there was a different band or
so you can just shoot in and out.
Yeah.
We went to one of my favorite, real small one. You walk by was it Redneck Riviera?
Okay.
It was cool. I had a good time there at that one. Yeah. So we did that. Tootsie's.
We walked by them all, but then we ended up stopping in Kid Rock's, and it was a good time.
You just get sucked in.
And then we came back the next day. Yeah. Broad Street was a zoo.
Oh, yeah. At night.
Packed.
It's like Mardi Gras.
It's
crazy,
man. It was a good time. We had a great time, though.
Yeah. Did you do any of well, you probably didn't. You probably would have mentioned that we did 2 tours when we were down there. I went down with I think it was 10 friends over MLK weekend.
Okay.
So that was a tradition we had. So we got a place right in Painter's Alley.
Oh, Painter's Alley. Yeah, Printer's Alley.
Right there, dude.
Yeah, I forgot about Printer's Alley. Yeah.
You come out, boom, you're there.
Little alleyway with great little bars.
Yeah. Sketchy bars.
Yeah, sketchy, but everybody has music going on.
Right.
So you're sucked in because you hear this great band or you hear a great singer and you go in and you're like, this is fantastic. That's kind of like when you go to Ireland.
Yeah.
And in Dublin, every pub you walk by, there's a band, there's a musician playing.
That's cool.
And that's kind of I think we're missing from this area.
Yeah.
And this goes on every day, all the time.
Yeah.
You're 11 o'clock in the morning, you walk by. There's a guy.
So also, quick note: if you do go, they do karaoke or karaoke, whatever you call it.
I think it's karaoke.
Everybody there is good.
Yeah.
They don't think it's funny if you can't sing. So we were at one of the sketchy places. It was right across from our place. And these 4 girls got up. They were college girls or something, almost falling down. I was like, oh, this should be good. They tore it up, man. They were harmonizing. I'm like, man, everybody can sing here. Sing.
I made that mistake.
Yeah, it's cool, but
I do a lot of karaoke myself.
Surprising.
It's La Bamba.
La Bamba.
Ba la 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 Bamba.
Well, that's Western.
La Bamba, se necesita de boca de gracia. Anyhow, that's
that for Miami when you get down to Miami, South Beach.
But I made the mistake of doing karaoke. I do my song, and then the next guy gets up and it's Frank Sinatra reincarnated.
Yeah, tears it up. Yeah, you're like, whoa.
I'll tell you what, in Nashville, we went to the old Coyote Ugly.
Coyote, okay. I don't think we hit that.
Yeah,
I don't know how we did.
Not spectacular, but I think it's a place to stop in just to see the the dancing bartenders. Yeah. There's a whole routine they do. Thought that was kind of cool.
Johnny Cash Museum there.
Yeah, Johnny.
It's off the side. Yeah. Ask somebody where it is. That was cool.
That was nice. Yeah.
And two others I'd highly recommend. They had the Nash Trash tour. It's an old school bus, like a school bus. They put you on.
I've seen.
And they have these two women that take you through town, and they just are hysterical. They're comedians.
Oh, that's funny. Great.
They're yelling at people out the window. We were laughing the whole time. And then that's called the Nash Trash. Hard to get. Like, you got to make reservations for that. Right. And then the other one, which I thought was fun. I had a good time. I think I almost got kicked off. But the Big Red Wagon. Did you see that going around?
Yeah. I saw
it's like a huge it's a real wagon.
Yeah.
So you get on, but it's like a disco in there. They got music.
A lot of that going on.
A lot of going.
I think it's the bachelorette capital of the world.
Yes, bachelorette capital of the country.
There was a lot of that going on.
I think I saw like 12 in that weekend. And so the guy was like, just two rules, two things you can't do. Of course, I messed up. He goes, one, because you go side to side. They have these straps hanging up. Okay. He goes, you can't swing side to side. So you know what happened there with me. And two, you can't hang your butt off the side as we're going by people.
Right.
So you just keep. Well, no, you just don't want you hanging your butt out at people drinking at bars. I don't know. So, needless to say, I failed both of those. I was swinging, and I think at the end, I don't know. I was dancing. I think I was dancing. I wasn't just putting my butt out. Right, exactly. I wouldn't do that. No. But that's a good one. Takes you around real good. They say it's a tour, like a tour. It's not a tour. It's a disco. You're drinking. This guy's not pointing out anything. And again, but that's a good town.
You can do all this in 3 days.
Oh, yeah.
Easily.
Yeah, Nashville 3, you're done, man.
So listen, just a shout out if anyone's going to Nashville and need somebody to go.
Yeah.
We'll call Richard.
Call Richard. He's not doing anything. That's a quick one. My passport's up to date. I have my travel agent. Mike Starter's my travel agent. All right. She has all my information. So
we can book a trip right now.
Right now, if I had to. If you called me from the airport, I could be there in 3 hours. I'm ready to go.
Give him a day's notice.
One day. No, you can call me in the morning. Right. Someone did that. Actually, 2 teachers did that once that I taught with. It was during the summer, and I'm just hanging out, doing nothing, I guess. And they called me, and they're like, "Yo, what's up?" And I'm like, "Yo, where you at?" They're like, "Oh, we're at the airport." I go, "Who?" Like, "Oh, me and Sharon." I go, "Where you going?" I think like California or something. It's like, "Oh, man." So the one girl talking to me, she's like, "Yeah, Sharon said, give Richard a call, see what he's doing." And I go, "If you called me yesterday, I'd be with you right now." I said, "I would have gone." And she's like, "That's what she said. He'll probably go." But I didn't go though. Yeah. But
yeah, teachers like to travel.
Love to travel.
Teachers love to travel. And look, next weekend is a long weekend. Right. There's plenty of time to book something.
Yeah, right now. Man.
Yeah.
So, I guess. I don't book my trips. Your daughter does.
Well,
so I keep an eye out for it. Yeah.
So that
Getaway.
Yeah.
Got to get away. Southwest. Got to get away.
Yeah, Southwest doesn't fly from Philly anymore.
Oh, really?
They're not a hub. They used to be a hub. I think there are some flights, but
not as many.
But not as many. Yeah, they're not as many. All right, Jim, that sounds like we're done. What do you think?
Yeah.
We gave some pretty good advice.
I think so.
Yeah, no, we gave you some ideas what you can do for the long weekends.
Get out there.
Get out there and do something. And I guess, look for some video too. We may be doing something on that Jewish holiday. Maybe some teachers doing something next weekend. So look some video. We may be posting some stuff.
I got nothing right now.
Yeah, nothing.
After all this talk, what are you doing? We're hanging out. Yeah, I'm just hanging. We'll find something.
If you have any comments or suggestions, if you like our page, please
like something, share,
subscribe.
And I always like to subscribe.
And
sounds like a magazine. That's why I don't like to
hopefully, Jim, the homecoming episode will be
homecoming. Okay, I don't have much for that, but I do have one good story.
I keep previewing that, but we're hoping to get a couple guests.
Guests for that, yeah.
So maybe our next podcast we'll have a couple guests, some surprise guests, and it'll be a homecoming episode.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Looks good.
All right. Thanks.
All right. Have a nice weekend.